we'll get started. I'd like to welcome Xander Schauffele into the interview room here at the World Golf Championships Workday Championship at the concession. Xander, different course for this event this year. How do you go about preparing for a new course like this?
Kind of same as always. I think different in terms of tournament play than what we're normal or I guess accustomed to. I think the biggest difference is coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, coming from Poa annua to sort of Bermuda greens, and the course is definitely running a little different than last week, and just purely based on grass type. So it's just been a lot of extra putting and kind of chipping, just kind of trying to get acclimated to the grass.
Awesome. And after last week's T15 finish, you've now finished in the top 25 in 16 consecutive starts, currently number 4 in the world. Just some comments on the consistency of your game right now.
Yeah, it's a kind of a weird stat, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of trying to win each and every week, and have been closer at times than other times, but I guess consistent golf is always a good thing, and my team and my coaches and we try to be as well rounded as possible, and I'd say that's sort of it kind of shows that we've been working on the right thing. So it's kind of I guess a nice pat in the back in a weird way. Obviously, us pros sort of give ourselves credit when we win golf tournaments, but if you can make a stat in that kind of department, I guess it's kind of cool too.
With that, we'll open it up to questions from the media. Media, please put your name into the chat and we'll call on you. First question, Ryan Lavner with golfchannel.com.
Hey Xander, I know you got close to Tiger over the past couple of years. When you kind of hear about the injuries that he sustained, what was your reaction?
Kind of the same as everyone else's. A bit shocked. Yesterday was a really weird day. I think the mood was very somber on the putting green. Everyone was sort of talking about it. Everyone's kind of head was down. It was very a gloomy day, I'd say, for us golfers, and I think everyone kind of felt the same way. For me personally, I talked to him during the delay on Saturday at Genesis. He just arrived that night, and he was in good spirits. So for me personally, it was even extra weird just because the last time I kind of talked to him, it's not like I talked to him a lot. But I did talk to him, for 20 or 30 minutes with Dustin Johnson, and he was in good spirits. He was talking about his next MRI and sort of like looking forward into the future, and for something like that to happen, it's terrible. I like to take the positives out of every situation, and I think the fact that he came out alive after taking a look at that pic of the car wreck is sort of what I would like to take out of it.
You guys are pros, obviously, and you're used to compartmentalizing. Jay Monahan today kind of suggested that this might be actually a difficult week for guys to play, just because Tiger's an idol to many of you guys. Do you feel that way at all?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about compartmentalizing, I think he was the best at it. We all kind of learned from him. He played some of the best golf with so much crazy stuff going on in his life and injuries and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, but yeah, I think Jay's right. It's kind of strange to have to share the same idol as everyone else out here, but we all do for a good reason. He is the reason a lot of us are playing golf, and the reason a lot of us do what we do. So. It is quiet. I can tell you, it's very quiet on site for the most part.
And just super unrelated, and one more before I let you go. You're one of the few players who actually played in the NCAA in 2015. What were your memories that week?
Austin, my caddy, knew I played here. I have no recollection of what I shot. He told me what I shot, and I just keep, I played with a few.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great, and so me trying to beat Webb Simpson in the strokes gain attitude part of the game, I couldn't remember anything about the golf course or what I shot, so I knew it wasn't going to be very good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Next up, Mark Cannizzaro with the New York Post.
Hey, Xander, if I can go back to Tiger for a sec. Obviously nobody knows, what will happen from here. Everybody's hoping he's able to, first of all, be healthy, but the possibility of him coming back. He hasn't played a lot of events the last couple of years, and I know you're fairly new on the scene, but does this make you reflect and think about what it might be like with him not out there playing anymore? And what that may be like for the tour and for you guys who are getting to know him a little bit now.
Yeah, I think it's not the way we wanted him to not play golf, obviously. But, him taking sort of the golf TV and commentating on TV, it was sort of watching him play with his son at the PNC. I mean, it was sort of a back, I guess I would call it a back end move of his career in terms of, becoming a father, spending time with Charlie, commentating, sort of mentoring guys like Justin Thomas. And he was sort of, becoming that guy to sort of, us people were kind of he became more approachable to us, which was really cool for me personally and a lot of the younger guys out here. So, like you said, I mean, the big positive is that he's alive. There's so much speculation right now, and I hate speculating, but I would really hate to see that if he wouldn't be able to play golf again. I think he's had some incredible comebacks, and I think this would be by far the most epic comeback if he was able to come back and play golf again.
Thanks, Xander. Have a good week.
Thanks.
Next question, Shane Ryan with Golf Digest.
Hey Xander, I wanted to ask you on a different note about the concession. I'm talking about the one in the 1969 Ryder Cup that inspired the name of the course you're on this week. First off, I want to know if you have any idea what I'm talking about, and some players haven't, so that's cool if not. But if you do know, I want to know what you think of it, if you can see something like that happening in today's game in a Ryder Cup or President's Cup, and whether conceding a putt like that is something you would do.
That's a good question. I am aware of the Nicholas Jacklin concession, the 3-footer on the last hole to half the Ryder Cup. I'm pretty sure those are all the facts that I know of the matter. Golf was a gentleman's game. I still think it is a gentleman's game. You can call it more competitive now because more people play it compared to that time. Can I see it happening now? In all honesty, no, not really. Would I be the one to do it? I don't know. I think it's a really honorable thing that what Nicklaus did, and it was sort of the true sign of golf at the time, and it was a gentleman's game, and Jack was a gentleman in his actions there, and I think it's just a different time, and it's sort of a different deal here, where there's whatever you want to call it, more blood between the teams, and us getting our asses kicked so many times that I don't really see a concession happening in all honesty again.
All right, well let me put you on the spot. If there was one player, and it could be American or European or whoever, who would do it, who do you think that might be in today's game?
That's a good question. Well, I took myself out of the equation there, so it wouldn't be me. I feel like for some weird reason, Rory's one of the most competitive people that I know, but he sort of has that nag for history and for golf history, and that nag for sportsmanship, and maybe I'm completely full of it, but I maybe could see him doing it. I wouldn't want him to give me the 3-footer, but I just really don't think it would happen in today's day and age.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Xander.
Yep.
Looks like that's it for questions, Xander. Appreciate the time and good luck this week.
Thank you very much.